Hi guys, and welcome to my channel, Changing Phases Tarot. So happy to have you here with me today. Now today's reading will be a daily tarot snapshot reading. So it's a one card draw, just focusing on the energy surrounding us on each day of the week. For the daily readings this week, I'll be using the Akashic Tarot deck by Sharon Klingler and Sandra Taylor. Just a reminder, these are general readings, so the messages may or may not resonate with you. The only way to get a truly personalized reading would be to order a private reading from me. If you're interested, all of the information about how to do that can be found in the description box below this video. Just once again, a big thank you to everybody for watching my videos, subscribing, liking, leaving comments. It really does mean a lot. Okay, so I will stop for now, and I'll see you in 1 second for the daily shuffle. Hi again. All right, we're looking for the energy of the day for Tuesday, September 18th. I have already shuffled off camera, but I will give the deck a few more shuffles. So what do we need to know? What are the energies surrounding us on Tuesday? Tuesday, September 18th, 2018. One card for the energy of the day. What are the messages for Tuesday? Tuesday, September 18th. What do we need to know? There's a lot of cards that came out there, so we'll put those back. One card for the energy of the day on Tuesday. Okay, give the deck one last shuffle. And divide it in 3. And our card of the day is the Two of Scrolls. And in this particular deck, it's called Two Worlds. Let me hold this up so you can get a good look at it. I'll put the card over here because there's a glare for some reason when I try to put the card back farther. So I'll put it here, and we have green. So beautiful green here. And I think this green over here. Okay, so the suit of scrolls in this particular deck would be the suit of swords in the traditional tarot. Okay, so it's the suit that has to do with our intellect. It's the suit of the mind. Also how we communicate, right? Coming up with our ideas, and then communicating those ideas to other people. In this deck, it's represented by scrolls. And the Two of Swords, if we think about what it traditionally means, it's a card that is oftentimes called the it's a card of indecision, but it's like a stalemate energy. Okay, it's feeling for whatever reason that you are unable to make a decision about something, or you're unable or unwilling to see a situation for what it actually is. Usually the person on the card, there's a woman, and she's blindfolded, and she has her, the two swords crossed in front of her in this very defensive type of pose. And so it is a defensive energy, and it's, again, not being like needing to make a decision about something, about it, and this could be anything, a relationship, or, just an area of your life, or whatever this decision is. But for whatever reason, you feel as though you're unable to make the decision, or it could be a situation that you're unwilling to see things for what they truly are within that situation. Now, in this deck, it does have a slightly different meaning. Okay, it's called Two Worlds, and you can see here. Let me hold it up one more time. You can see that the woman on the card, she's looking very worried. She's looking tired. She's just sort of staring into the fireplace, and she's obviously been working hard. We see there's a spinning wheel. She's been working at different things here, but it's like she's just feeling very down about something. It's interesting that in the distance, I'm not sure if you're going to be able to see this, but in the distance out of the window there's a Buddhist monastery like up in the mountains. And so this two worlds that the card speaks of, it's about this sort of conflict. So there's a conflict between, this outer world, possibly what the outside world requires of you or demands of you, and then, you know, your inner world, so the spirit and what you, you know, deep down, what you truly want to do. And so there's a conflict here. And so it, you know, it does speak of possibly past lives where maybe, you know, you wanted to, in a past life, you wanted to focus on your spiritual growth, you know, which is why there's this, you know, monastery here sort of representing this desire to focus on your spiritual growth. But then we have, you know, sort of the conflict of your, you know, the day-to-day life, the traditional, or the, what am I trying to say? Like the, not requirements, but the, like the chores, you know, the daily things that are expected of you, you know, the day-to-day things that are expected of you. And there's kind of like a, you know, this conflict between that, right? And so, that for some of you, you know, that could be, you could be having or experiencing this type of conflict. You know, maybe you are desiring to, you know, to delve more into the spiritual side of, you know, or your own spiritual growth. But, you know, the day-to-day tasks and chores that you have to do, you know, the sort of your secular life, it doesn't allow you to, or it doesn't permit you to really, you know, expand and develop the spiritual side of yourself. So it's, you know, there's this conflict here. And the message that goes along, the Akashic Force message for this card, it says, close your eyes and say to yourself, the divine thrives in my daily world. Then see the God of your understanding stand beside you. See yourself walking through your life in this great company, handling everything that comes your way. And so, you know, I think the main message of this card is figuring out how to kind of marry these two worlds, you know, how to find that balance between this search for, you know, the spiritual quest, how to sort of bring that or marry that with your, you know, your day-to-day responsibilities. And so it's about trusting, you know, it has to do with, facing different situations with this trust, you know, with this, or seeking maybe a more spiritual way to handle, you know, the day-to-day matters that you have to deal with. But it could have to do with a choice, again, going back to the traditional meaning of the Two of Swords, and this, you know, stalemate, and you're faced with a significant decision. Maybe to make the decision, if you felt stuck, you felt that you were unable to make the decision, there could be a need to, you know, to go within, right? To seek out, to, you know, this can come from meditation. Just meditate, ask for answers, ask for guidance, and then bring that into, you know, bring the spiritual, marry the two, bring it into your, you know, the physical, the day-to-day life, things that you're doing on a day-to-day basis. And then, you know, you're bringing the two worlds together. And by doing so, you might come up with, you know, the way to solve that problem, or the way to get out of that situation. You might find the answer you're looking for. So, a deep message, right? Deep message for Tuesday. I do hope that the messages have helped you. I thank you for joining me today. I look forward to reading for you again, and just know that I'm sending you much peace, love, and light for a wonderful Tuesday. Bye for now.